Being sober isn't about coming back to life. It's about no longer living in slow motion with background music. It's not easy to talk about alcoholism without sounding cliché. I'm not here to tell you my story so you'll cry or clap or send me heart emojis. And I'm definitely not here to say life is better without alcohol, because honestly, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just as grey. The only difference is I finally have the chemistry to face it. Like I installed some invisible hydraulic supports under the building before the next earthquake hits. Welcome to 277 Broadcast. Today we're talking about addiction, not as a sob story, not as a spiritual rebirth, but as what it is, a daily personal chemical war. Alcoholism isn't about getting drunk at weddings. It's not a glass of wine every night. It's needing alcohol to exist. It's seeing life like a distorted, noisy trailer and knowing that a single drink puts it in HD. But at some point it stops being about pleasure. It becomes survival. Physical, mental, existential. You don't drink to feel better. You drink so you don't fall apart. It's not about willpower. It's not a moral failure. It's a rewired brain, a hijacked reward system, a chemical dependency that convinces you it's normal. And worse, it makes you defend it, justify it, make it look harmless to others, and even to yourself. Abstinence isn't cute. It's not a wellness cleanse. It's a horror film with no plot. You can't sleep. Nothing feels good. Everything is a little off. Your emotions are stuck in airplane mode. You get annoyed by everything, the sun, the wind, your own skin. According to Harvard studies, long-term alcohol use hijacks dopamine production, meaning your ability to feel joy is broken, at least for a while. So no, sobriety doesn't feel like some spiritual rebirth. It feels like waking up to the same life, just without the mute button. And during the worst parts, you didn't live your days. You survived them as fast as possible just so you could drink again. Then, when you were finally drinking, time dissolved. Tuesday became Friday in a blink. You'd wake up like a zombie with no memory of how or when you passed out, not even sure if you existed in between. Sometimes you didn't fall apart. You saw it coming and drank before the collapse, because at least the fall was familiar, because chaos gave you structure. The drink was the ritual, the prelude to the next breakdown. Sobriety isn't enlightenment. There's no big reveal, no fireworks, no aha moment. There's just a Tuesday. A Tuesday without vodka, a Tuesday with oatmeal, with unanswered emails and deadlines. And that nothingness is the miracle.
People around you say, "You look better. You seem more grounded." But inside you're thinking, grounded where?
I woke up wanting to disappear and ended up pretending to care about a spreadsheet. Most people don't really get what addiction is. Sometimes they try to help. Sometimes they just get in the way. And often, they just want you to say you're okay, so they can stop worrying. But to be fair, we addicts are experts at denial. We say it's not that bad, that we're functional, that we're not hurting anyone, that we can stop whenever we want. We can't. And here's the wildest part. I don't even know why I'm sober. I didn't see God. I didn't wake up in a puddle with a revelation. I just stopped. And now somehow it's been 6 months. In that time, I've built a stronger body. I got a solid job. I have a mindset that can actually carry weight. And even though life isn't exactly thrilling, I'm standing on something that holds. I'm not a hero. I'm not an example. I'm just a recovering alcoholic who didn't drink today. That's it. And honestly, that's everything. I'm not asking for praise. I'm just telling the truth. Because maybe someone listening to this will laugh or cry or feel just a little less alone. Sobriety isn't a celebration. It's a quiet war with your most charismatic, charming, convincing self. The one who always knew exactly what to say, to get you to take that one more drink. And today at least I won. If this hit home, subscribe to 277 Broadcast. Send this to someone who needs to hear it, especially if they'd never admit they do. And remember, sometimes healing doesn't feel like light. It feels like silence, and that's still a win.